Hey guys, Lucky Red. Lucky Red. Don't stick your tongue at me.
I'm doing it.
Hey guys, Lucky Red here, playing some Overwatch. Very pumped to be back. Whoops, because I just click all the wrong things. Gonna try and knock out these last 5 comp matches real quick since competitive season ends in like 12 hours, and I will not be able to play within that time frame. But regardless, actually, hold on. I'll start party check 'cause I don't want to end up talking to randos. Okay, cool.
Oh my goodness.
Let's play some Ash one shot. Damn, Steam. Always popping up when I least expect it.
This is curious. Yeah, the barn base, yep.
Damn, goddamn you.
We will take a flight over there because I want to see this.
Oh. Hi, guys.
Oh wait, I think hey, what's up, bud?
I just realized you guys were I heard somebody and I was like, oh shit, am I picking up other people's microphones? I was about to be concerned.
Oh no, it's just
What's up, boys?
Oh, you should be.
Yo.
Just playing some Overwatch.
Like, it sounds like people are in my house.
I know, right? I'm going to
So how's Overwatch going, Zach?
I only just jumped in, but I gotta finish this competitive season because it ends in like 12 hours, and I will not be able to play in between that time period.
I get you.
But in terms of the answer is poorly.
Yeah, that's how all my games go in Overwatch, which is why I can't play it because I'm down to one controller. Not because I broke them,
Okay.
but I will probably break my last one if I fucking play Overwatch. I swear that game frustrates the hell out of me.
Yeah, it is one of those games you feel like you should do better.
Oh, dude.
Because I was gonna bring you cake slices, but I didn't realize how fucking heavy these are. My pterodon can't carry them.
Oh, dude, there's like tons of like party dodos around my base, so.
Okay, well I was just bored and killing them, so I was like, oh, I have all this cake. But like the 2 stacks basically make up was my entire inventory weight.
Jeez. Yeah, they're fucking heavy for whatever reason. Like, man, I know cake is like dense, you know, but jeez.
Heavier than meat? I don't think so.
Maybe it's because you have to keep them really
it's meat
steady.
cake. Oh. No, 1 stack of cake was 600 pounds.
So just 600 pounds. Dude, it's pound cake. Dude,
Well, each cake, well, that's 600 per stack, so you're pretty much right. Each cake is a pound.
Yeah, pound cake.
That was my nickname for Tayshawn when he was younger.
Pound cake?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mean.
I told his girlfriend, because like we went to go get raspas one time over here, and he was talking to his girlfriend at the time, and he was like, talk to her, Jay. I'm like, what do you mean talk to her? I've never talked to her before. He's like, just talk to her.
So what you say is blatantly insultation. I like that's your
Yeah, I used to
first.
call your boyfriend Town Cake.
No, I was like, no, I got the perfect pet name that you can give him. I was like, call him your pound cake. You know how you can call people like, you know, sweetie or whatever.
Did she do it?
She did it for a while. He's like, I fucking hate you, Jay. I'm like,
That's awesome. That's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, that Hanzo's a fucking problem. But I am
mean,
prepared.
Pound cake almost sounds like a sexual thing, but
Oh,
Yeah, a
God.
little bit, yeah. I mean, I'm always down,
You
dude.
gonna give me a slice of that pound cake later or what?
No, dude, you're about to pound some cake, bro.
she's like, damn, they're trying to start the pound train.
Look at.
Got a whole bakery for you, girl. Let's do this.
No.
Yeah.
I was gonna add to that, and I don't
Like,
want
I gotta
to.
take
I don't feel like it.
Take
Yeah,
a shower now. I feel so
Yeah.
You make jokes about cream puffs.
Yeah, exactly. That was the first like direction I was going for. Yeah, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm done. But I'm ready for the next game that I know everybody's gonna be jumping on with Monster Hunter Rise coming out in a couple weeks.
God damn it, I still gotta get a Switch.
Yeah, it
Dude,
comes
the one
out the
that I'm looking
20.
forward to.
Literally the day before my birthday.
Nice.
Now, is there a way to, like, if I were to borrow a Switch from Tayshawn and then eventually buy one, is there a way for me to, like, get my save data?
If you save your files onto an SD card, and that would be the only way.
Yeah, because they don't have cloud saves yet.
No, and they never will because it's Nintendo.
Because
That would require the.
wouldn't mind if I borrowed one from him because he has 4.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's a hoarder.
No, it sounds like he's actually making
No,
money off of
actually,
it, so I'm not mad at him.
No, it's because here's the thing. I think like he found at work. I think he was telling me that like there was a box of like, broken switches, and they're like, yeah, dude. Yeah, I think it's funny because I actually did the finger wags with that. I was like, yeah, broken. So like they're like, yeah, dude, just take whatever's in the box. Like we're just gonna throw it away anyways. So he's like, okay. So he's like, yeah, literally, like one of them was just like, you know, had something like minor messed up with it, so it was basically intact. Like everything was fine.
Truth is, he's just robbing people.
I know, right? I'm like,
People come in to
bro.
sell their Switch and he just pulls out a gun. Like, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Bye.
Keep your life, and you can leave. But you leave the Switch.
You leave. Put the bunny.
No, but he said he was making money off it. He's doing treasure servers on what's it called? Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
He's actually making something. I mean, it's kind
Yeah,
of
he's
cool.
he's fucking jacking people with their
I don't care.
with their income.
Bro, that's the best hustle, man. When you can sell digital content, bro. Like there's nothing
Well, I
in it
thought
for
it
you.
wasn't even. Is there anything like? Do they other people have to pay for it, or does he just get the benefit for doing it?
I have no idea. I think he might be doing it just to be a swell lad, but I mean, I don't know if he's making money off it. Hey, proud
I
to
don't
you,
think
man.
it didn't sound like a lot, but he said he was doing something. I'll
Tayshawn,
have to ask him the details on it.
Tayshawn, the EA of the garbage gang over there.
It was something like it could be up to like $5 an hour or something if people were using them. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but
No, it adds up though because like I was talking to him one night. I went into work at midnight and he called me like around 11:30. So I was like, all right, yeah, dude, just give me a sec. Let me just get on the road and then I'll give you a call from my earbuds. He's like, all right, cool. So called him from the road and I stayed up talking with this guy till I want to say 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Because he had gone to one of these treasure islands too that somebody had laid out, and all he was doing was just grabbing items for like 5 hours. So if he's charging people like $5 an hour, you know, hey, 25 bucks right there, boom. Now if he's doing that with multiple people, it's like, hey man, like.
So in other words, he's essentially doing nothing and making a pretty solid profit.
that sounds like a good job for me. Shit.
I know, right? Go get you a bunch of switches.
Oh.
You got this.
Yep.
I guess I gotta use my whole tax return on this.
Done.
No. Oh shit, do you have a beacon here?
Yeah, dude, it works too. So I can actually use it to transfer between different maps.
That's very handy.
Yes. So I don't know if you see the Quetzal over here. Do you see the Quetzal? What's on his back?
Excuse me. It looks really nice.
I have a house on there.
You. It doesn't look messed up to me.
Yeah, dude, go take a little.
Shit.
Go want to take yourself on a little tour of the house. There's not much to it, but it's just like it looks so silly when you're flying around with it, though.
Yeah.
It looks a lot more enclosed than mine.
What fell?
Huh?
What
I am
fell?
not taking this
Nothing,
to
I
go
threw
do
my
any
water
mining
bottle
with it
in the-
because
I
there's
was
literally
concerned about the glass.
yeah, it's not for that. Like
And the
this
wood.
is just like
Meow.
it's just a silly thing.
Like a dragon's
Oh, I
gonna
freaked
come
you
up
out.
and fight through this and get stuck inside your house.
Yeah.
I want to take it to Dragon Trench.
Please don't.
Oh wait, you can't put guns on it since you're the structure limit.
Yeah.
It looks like, it feels like there's invisible rails or something.
Yeah, it's I don't know why, like for whatever reason the greenhouse walls
That's me, I
there
left the
are
game. Yeah, fuck
causing
you,
a bit of
Tay.
an issue.
We were talking shit about you already, too.
Motherfucker.
So dude,
You crafty bitch.
come check out my crystal wyvern back here behind the house. I want you to see the color on it. I'm just like, you're so pretty.
Level 209.
No, the 215. That one, that's like another one that looks like
I was gonna
Joe's-
say, like another Ronald McDonald one.
yeah. No, it's this one right here. I was
250?
like, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a cool color. It's like a straight up bronze color, you know. I was like, oh man. Like, cause like, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Sure, too.
Like, all the crazy colors look cool on all the other wyverns, but I'm like, just like a pretty chill color. I don't know, dude. I'm down with it.
I wish that blue wyvern was strong.
Oh, I know, dude. I potted it, by the way. It's inside the house in the cryopod.
You could shotgun it if you want. I don't plan on using it or taking it. If you want it for your purposes, or I'll put it down to my.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You do. I've already put down.
What shit you talking? Tell Andy to go to the base on Crystal Isles by the green obelisk to see what's there.
Tell him he's not the boss of me.
He can hear you.
He's
he's
not the boss of me.
he's just in chat watching the stream.
Hi, Sean.
I'm not a real dad.
And what shit we're talking is that you're apparently our little pound cake.
Wait. This might be illegal. Maybe we should have been saying it on stream.
Say what? Oh, he's
Maybe We
fine.
should have been talking about it on stream.
No, he's all right. Just because it entirely is doesn't mean anything.
Well, if the police are wondering, his address is 1060 West Addison in Chicago.
At work? Yeah, no, I figured you were at
In
work.
Chicago. He lives and works in Chicago.
I remember one time when we said we gave his address and it was in the middle of like the like Michigan or some shit. Gave him an actual address and like coordinates. Yeah. We gave like exact address and it was like this. It's a fake address that you could give for anything and it's just like in the middle of a lake somewhere.
He's a baller. He lives on a boathouse.
What? Oh, he's our little. You're a little pound cake, Tay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Told them.
Yeah.
About your old nickname that I told your girlfriend when you were visiting down here in South Texas. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sean, pound cake.
It's so like that's extremely mean.
She thought it was funny and cute at the same time.
Of course you did. Wow, I thought you knew. I thought you knew me. 1228. I don't know what that means.
So did you start that Pokemon playthrough, Zach?
Yeah, I did. I haven't started the one with just the one Salamence though. I haven't started that yet. I've started playing many of the
That might
Pokemons.
have been too powerful of a Pokemon to actually give you.
Yeah, I think I do agree. Which I've been like right now. I've started like just a run of I started a run of Platinum, which I've never played before. But pretty much the catch was it is set to all random Pokemon. Like nothing else is random. Just the Pokemon we see has been really out there, I'll say, and it's shown for sure. But it's been very fun, especially for that reason. Like when what's his name, the Boulder Gym guy, tells you about the power of rock Pokemon and how strong they are. And then, he like busts out his like fucking oh god, what Pokemon did he have? I already forget. I started that like last week. I'm trying to remember what he ran. It was really weird though. I think it was flying types.
Nose thing, is it?
No, it wasn't Nose Pass. Or Blow Pass. I know that Pokemon, yeah. I know a good chunk of Pokemon. It's more like, especially when you get to Black and White, I'm totally lost. That's like the one, that and Sun and Moon, I know like none of the new Pokemon from those two. Unless they're like super stupid or ridiculous, then I tend to know because everyone talks about them. Like Nose Pass, because it's such a stupid looking Pokemon that everyone talks about it. But no, like
An Abraham Lincoln hat.
Andy got my address wrong. It's 1228 Ryer Street, South Bend, Indiana 46628. Just wants to make sure you get it right.
Oh, that's your old house. I mean, you currently live in Chicago.
It could actually be an address.
Fuck, what was I? No! No, don't kill me! Please. But I did catch some badass Pokemon already. Oh, that'd be sick.
I want to see it work. It sounds so stupid.
It is so stupid. But I was gonna say, let's go check out this base or this area that you're telling me is the Redwoods.
Oh, sure. I need to get some water, so I'm gonna have to land real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, but the funniest thing was when you pick your starter, the sprites are set so it shows Tortwig and all the three Pokemon, Piplup, Tortwig, and oh god, what's the fucking monkey's name? Chimchar.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, Mojo Jojo. But like it shows those, but then obviously
Very close, by the way, Colin. It's like not far from here.
I had to pick my Pokemon. I chose, which it showed Tortwig, but it was actually my starter Raichu, which has been a monster, by the way. When you're starting Pokemon, like just comes out knowing like Thunder, just straight Thunder and Thunderbolt.
Just having a special attack is very nice.
Right at the start, and it's not only one but two, and both are very strong. Like Thunder and Thunderbolt are both good special attacks.
Yeah.
Also, my rival picked Wailord, so I just melted his Wailord. Yeah, so I melted his Wailord pretty fast. It was pretty great. Ouch. But then
Also, there's a crazy ass spider cave right here.
but I caught some good shit too.
Mother's supposed to spawn here, but I haven't seen her. It's a boss that you can fight, and I was like, I want to kill her because she drops like a really cool flag, but I don't know, she hasn't been spawning there. I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay, well, we're basically at the spot.
Like I caught a Sharpedo
Neat.
in the grass. Right outside, like right at the start of the
If
game.
this was Ark, it would be dead.
And then, let's see, I caught a Sharpedo,
Alright, where the fuck am
a Bayleaf, and a...
This is right at the base of a waterfall.
Oh, fuck, what was the last thing I caught? I had one more Pokemon.
Oh, I turned around.
Ashley, do you remember what my Pokemon were?
No, I don't even know. Oh, I wasn't paying
Okay, let me
attention.
check my map again. I have the spot.
I have to go back to the Strem.
I don't come here that often.
Oh, I can't get through that.
Oh.
I think I passed you up, yeah.
Because I'm at the marker. Like, I know I fucking marked it with a GPS.
Let's check
I'm out of
right here.
stamina. it is right around here.
Oh, you know what's funny about this Ronald McDonald wyvern? Is that it's female, and Dark Spirit Doug is male. We can get another Ronald McDonald baby wyvern.
Name it Happy Meal or something.
Oh, that's good.
And then you feed it to another wyvern.
McNugget.
Yes. Oh, that's
So
a
that,
Parcolio.
I think it's funny how sometimes they kind of like glitch out on the tree and they just like
Oh,
start
he's-
shaking
When
violently.
you're getting
Oh,
chopped,
he
also
totally is. And
you
now
to
his
use your
face is in
face
the tree and his
cam.
back legs are off the tree.
So we can't get channel points until we have so many viewers and followers. And when I will use my face cam is when I do a fun big like face reveal video. No sooner. People have to be patient for the sexy boy face. Oh, that was the other Pokemon I caught. I had a.
You said your name enough that like people figured out if they wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. If they wanted to.
If we allow them to.
Yeah. I forgot. I caught the that like walrus Pokemon, but not its final evolution. The evolution before that. Like it's feel something, and then
Feel Walrein?
Helio.
Ron just starting his channel points. Dude, he has like. He was just talking about his channel getting fucking straight up.
Affiliate?
Yeah, his channel got affiliated, man. That's like. That he has to have like a shit ton of followers and stuff for that.
Okay, I found like a waterfall area with a bridge. Is it around this area? Some cherry blossoms are down below.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right by a waterfall. I know that much.
He's got 50 followers. I don't have 50 followers. We have like 24 followers.
It's time for me to make like 26 Twitch accounts.
You go right ahead, man. If that's what you want to do. It'll make me feel good. 51. Okay, he has 51. Exactly. We have like 26.
We need one more.
Okay, sounds good. And then we'll specifically target him on Facebook, telling him, "Hey, we got this."
No, I'm gonna start reporting his channel.
Oh no! Oh, you're gonna start cancel culturing him?
We continuously like and unlike his channel as well, so he gets like 10,000 unlikes in one day.
I don't know if it works. I don't know if it works that way.
I don't. I definitely don't know.
That's why I'm gonna do it. Good. Science.
Alright, guys, I lost my base.
Oh no.
Let's see how many. I'm gonna have to go back to my Twitch. Boop. Yes, we have 24 followers. 24. Respectable.
There's a waterfall over here.
Let's check this way.
There's like some
It's
ruins
kind of in
area
a
with
it's kind of in a valley out underneath the waterfall itself. Like the area is like kind of like a bowl.
Let's follow this water, shall we? See where it takes us. Alright, found another bridge. There's a crystal cave over there.
You'll definitely see my base when you find it. What's annoying is I went there, pinged it with a GPS, and then put the coordinates in, so that like we passed over the marker like 3 times. Fuck. No, it wasn't this far in.
Oh, what the heck? Fucking silent
What?
polio.
Oh, no.
Pulled me off of the freaking. Okay. What in the? This silent polio is tripping, dude. It's stuck in the animation of where it's biting at me while it's asleep.
You already knocked it out.
Yeah, it's knocked out. But it's just sitting there biting and scratching at the air on its side.
He's having a good dream.
Okay. Okay, let me toggle that. There we go. Art, perfectly optimized.
I don't think that's possible.
No.
It still crashes. Perfectly optimized.
Since we actually work on playing on a better map.
Yeah, what about when the sequel drops?
Oh, it's gonna be fucking apocalyptic.
I remember Isaac was the most upset when he heard about a sequel.
Another map.
The best part is they're gonna release the new game with like two maps, and they're still not gonna work.
Probably, maybe just one.
Yeah, maybe just one. It's still not gonna work.
I mean, probably not wrong.
Yeah. You know, I tried to play the game. I didn't like it. So I stopped playing the game.
I'm such a sucker for crafting survival builders. I need more. I'm willing to deal with the heartache of being disconnected while flying over like a giga territory. Because that happened to me the other day. The game updated yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that. When I tranked out a giga. So I was like, yeah,
That's
I was
terrible.
like,
That's
yeah,
really bad.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if like it just despawned it. I don't know if like it just woke up and was like, yeah, I'm out of here. It just left. I don't know. But the art gods actually smiled on me for once.
Oh my god.
And when I logged in, I was still alive. My griffin was still alive, and the giga was nowhere to be seen. Which, thank goodness, because if it woke up and like saw me there, it would have just been like a quick
I'm very surprised he didn't just eat you and everything you had.
Yeah, which would have been like, that would have been a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm looking around, see if I can find something.
Well, last time I came here, this was not as much of a pain in the ass, but all the fucking redwood looks the same to me.
I'm pretty sure I remember seeing a base built somewhere. I don't remember where. Like it just has I just know it's like a big box with like 2 doors on the sides, like opposite ends. I don't know if that was it or not.
This thing's multi-leveled, so there's a Rex.
Ow.
Found the stronghold, but I don't think this is what you were talking about.
Stronghold?
Shit.
Yeah, it's like it looks like a fort. Multiple walls and inside. There's a door in the back of it, but it's like broken, so you can't go through it.
No, I don't think so.
would actually be a pretty cool spot for a base. Like, it's pretty big. Just gotta put some like large walls or dino gates or behemoth gates.
Just came across an Atlas Argentavis. What a green one. Alright, what the hell? I know my base is right by the spider cave, because like I built close to that for that reason.
What's why the why the sad Binding of Isaac emotes? Is it because we don't have enough followers to get bits? Because you should be sad. It pains us every day.
I'm tempted to go like drop my shit off of the quarry, kill myself, go over there, kill myself. So I have a beacon to go to.
Yes.
So you guys warp there with the map.
That's fair.
Well, that way I can come back and find the beacon easier that way.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I found
Shit.
a little bowl-like area. Is there like a little like underwater, like a cave that leads into it?
Cave?
Oh no, never mind. It was just a little like a little arch. Okay. I think I might have found the area where the base might be, but I don't see the base.
We'll go to the waterfall if it's in the bowl.
Do you go inside the waterfall or?
Oh, I mean, if you're at the base of it, you don't. It's right out in the open.
Wait a minute. Not seeing anything. I mean, there's like a. Like, it's definitely receded into the ground, and there's a little waterfall nearby. Well, not a little, but I mean, it's a waterfall. Let's see. Okay, well, there's a big tree. I'm surprised my wyvern was able to fly through. This is the closest place that I can think of by the spider cave that fits the description of what this area is supposed to look like. So, let's see. Where am I at? 70.4, 41.5.
close to that.
They start shooting breath attacks into the sky. You see like water jets just flowing up. This water breath's actually pretty dope, dude. Just killed something right now as it was flying away.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm flying around these areas. It's literally, this little area is right next to the spider cave. Oh, there you are. You see this?
Yeah, I see you. This has to be right here. What the fuck?
But I don't see like a base, that's why I'm like... Would it be inside the bowl? Down here?
Well,
Or is it around the outside?
this is a cool area, but no, it's not right here.
Does this area look familiar?
It all looks the same.
Yeah, that's the one thing about the redwoods. It's kind of easy to just... Like, especially if you put a base around here and you don't have a... Like a...
Well, I just didn't spend much time after I built it. I was like, oh, done, bye. I found it.
Shoot me the coordinates? Or do you have the GPS with you?
Yeah, I do. .3 by 46.2.
70.3 by what?
Well, actually, now that I'm landing, it's 71.6 by 46 flat. 71.46.
Come on, tree. It's gonna screw me here. What's up?
I see you.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the place I was talking about.
Oh.
I think I stumbled upon this place a long time ago, and I was like, what is this base? This is kind of cool. And then like I remember, who was it? Somebody was talking about how, dude, that base that you built is actually pretty cool looking.
I like it.
Joe, I think Joe was talking about it.
I got a little like pool down below.
You say you have a pool down below.
Yeah, come see the pool.
Okay, let's go down the building. Okay, stairwell.
Yeah, it's kind of a maze. There's basically nothing in it.
Okay,
Whoa.
Oh, there's a terror bird. Where'd he go?
hey, I think he took off to go fight something else. He heard the shotgun, he was like, oh, fuck that.
Fuck that.
I like this. This is pretty cool. Especially this little... This sucks, I can't... There you go, I was able to finally drink some water.
There's rocks everywhere.
It's so annoying.
I partially put this together to breed frogs if I wanted to do that. I think they have to be in water to breed.
Well, this would be a good spot.
Well, the thing is, it's really dangerous here between Trudons and fucking, like, everything.
Dude, I need
Fucking... Sorry, go ahead.
I need to show you a really cool spot, but I gotta find it first. And, because it's like a lake, but the lake is shallow enough to where you can build in the water.
Nice.
And it looks like freaking pimp, dude. Like, I saw some guy build there, but he did like a modern house, and it looks super badass.
Huh.
So I'm gonna head over there right now because I want to see if I can find that area, and then I'll shoot you the video link right now in a bit, so you can see what it looked like. Like, we need to do this.
Are we friends on Facebook?
I mean, I don't really use Facebook at
Oh.
all. Like, I think I actually have the app disabled on my phone because, like, when I get on there, I'm just like, Drama. Shut it off.
I don't even need the drama. I'm just the stupid pictures.
I know, right? But I have friends that'll just send me memes like in text messages. I'm like, this is why I appreciate you. I can't get it from Facebook, but I can get it from you. Oh, that's a cave. Where does that cave lead to? I've never seen this cave before. Like supposed to be like an aberration cave? It is an aberration cave.
Oh.
Right? It looks like it. Yes, take a freaking wyvern to aberration.
Yes.
Okay, no, this is not a cave. Or at least an aberration.
That. Show me your nutsack and tits. I don't want to have to ban you, dude.
You got a bunch.
Now, there's no way we are winning this match, but we were. They already took all 3 points in like 4, and they had like 4 minutes. And then we finally took that last point after fighting in overtime for like a solid 2 minutes. So we've got a minute to push. However, when it's their turn, they have 4 minutes to push. So I don't know how this is gonna go. So you said you tried a bit of the beta. Is there anybody you latch on to?
In what,
Strive.
I mean, kind of. I mean, I was playing a lot of Soul, you know.
Yeah. The bare bones punch boy, yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, Kai's the bare bones boy, but like, Soul's the bare bones punch boy.
I just like that his freaking command grab is like a legit command grab now. Like,
Yeah, wild throw.
so yeah, dude, wild throw is ridiculous, man. I was like, did I just do like freaking 30% with a command grab? Like,
Yeah. It's less damage than it was in the closed beta, but it's still fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, literally 2 Potemkin busters is a kill.
Yeah, that was nuts, dude. Cause like I played a couple matches on the beta. I didn't do very good because like one of the things that I'm very bad is like scramble situations. So
Okay.
yeah, I was getting beat out like left and right. But I did fight one Potemkin, and I was not prepared for the damage when I saw that. Yeah, I was like, ugh.
I was beat by one Potemkin and beat another one, but the one that beat me actually didn't really fish for grabs. He definitely was like playing the game.
Yeah.
Go back.
Welcome back, sir. So I found the area. Its coordinates are 46.6, 93.8. Way over.
Okay, this is a match we literally shouldn't win, but 3 of their players have left. Like, they had 4 minutes to push. We had 1. and we've already made it halfway through the second round, and they've had 3 people quit. We could actually win. Somehow. When the match was literally lost, we could actually somehow win this.
Yeah, I don't think I could make it that far in this bird, because I literally just got done breeding this. I'm gonna take him back to base. Because this is actually a offensive pterodon. It was born with 600 melee damage.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. So, I've been pumping stamina and health and some melee damage.
Well,
because I wanted to just follow me and be the bodyguard.
well, if you want, you can bring one of the. You bring one of the griffins. I mean, there's your griffin that's there. It's because I'm like, dude, this area is pretty cool. Like, I mean, it's water everywhere. So, like, I mean,
if we're just going to scope it out, would you want to put down a bed real quick, and I'll just spawn over there?
Yeah, I can do that.
Just look at it for now. Come back with possibly a refining forge.
Wow, we
You
recaptured.
said you want it to be a modern, so it'd probably be metal and glass, right?
I think they use a lot of stone and adobe
Oh.
to make
Is there
it look
Adobe
like
on this map?
stucco.
The Adobe does look cool. Oh, that's a text inventory.
Alright.
I have my chainsaw.
Okay, well, we definitely got enough hide now.
They're down to 2 players. But they have... I feel so bad. They're down to 2 players. They have 4 whole minutes. But we captured the entire point twice, which means we have 6 points. They have to capture the points another whole time to even keep playing. They had the win, man. But they had 1 person leave, and that destroyed their entire game. It was over after that.
So they had one good person and everyone else sucked? Is that what you're saying?
No, what happened was, first round, they captured all 3 points with 4 minutes left. That's crazy. That means they have almost as much time as they started with to play the next round. We made it through with literally 1 minute left. We barely fought through in overtime. However, when the next round started, one of their teammates left the game. They rage quit. So we had 1 minute. They still had 4. But then they had 2 people leave, and they were only down to 3 players for the rest of the match. Now they're down to 2. And we recaptured all the way with only 1 minute, because they only had 3 players. Like, there is no joke when people say this is a team game, not a single player game. Like, you cannot do this on your own. You will get fucked up if you try and take on a team. In any circumstances.
They're doing Overwatch 2, right?
Yeah.
What's that supposed to be?
They don't have a release date yet. They're pretty far along, though. I expect next year, if I had to guess. Next year. And I know that will have... I know it will still have, like, the standard, like, team versus mode and all that. But the main selling point will be the PvE mode, which is like a full-fledged story mode. And then there's the hero mission mode, where you can play whatever character you want. Play through missions made to level up your characters and give them new abilities and stuff. So I'm very excited for 2. But it's not like... Yeah, I'm very pumped for it. People wanted a story mode. We're getting a story mode. Granted, it looks like it's gonna be what I wanted from like Marvel's Avengers, but unfortunately, that game it's kind of boring, man. I like it, but it's pretty dull. Oh yeah, and don't forget, FF7 Remake is now free if you finally want to play it. One of the biggest games of last year is the free game this month.
Really?
Yep, FF7 Remake is the free game this month.
I've never played that one. I've never played any of them except the first one.
Yeah, no, FF7 Remake, it's fantastic. The fact that you can get it for free is pretty awesome. I bought that game.
Final Fantasy a chance since there was so much of it, and I'm like, wow, this is kind of overwhelming to try to pick one to play. And it's like, well...
Oh, I mean, none of them are connected at all, so...
I know, but it's still a thing. It's not like I want to just, I didn't even know where to fucking start.
It's just whatever one really, it's just a case of, what is your preference? If you want a traditional, just plain old RPG, FF1 is a really solid pick. If you're looking for... if you're looking for very strong narrative, I'd say probably 4 or 6. Yeah, 6 for sure. For the strongest narratives, I'd say I like 7 through 9 for its style of gameplay. With 9 still being my favorite. But the systems of those games were really good. 10, I would say, is good. Its only flaws, it has a really bad trying to think of the word. Difficult. No, that's all the Final Fantasy. That's also 7 is that one, but no, it has really bad difficulty spikes. The game's pretty consistently hard, but occasionally it'll be hard and then it'll all of a sudden become ridiculous. One time I got stuck on this dragon boss and I was like, I am sick of getting stuck on every goddamn boss, so I'm just gonna level and grind. And I grinded for probably a day or two, and I was so over leveled that I got through the next 3 bosses without trying. However, I then got to the next boss. He is considered probably in the top 10 hardest bosses in video game history, and even with me over-leveling and grinding further, I could do nothing against him.
That's all just, memorizing his moves, or...
No, these are turn-based RPGs. There's not much you can really do about what they're doing. I guess unless you make a build to counteract it. But when someone when someone can cause the illness, so obviously in RPGs there's types of illnesses you can get, like paralysis or poison. He can cast death. Some of his attacks just give you death, which is an ailment you can get.
I hope I get better from this one.
He's also one of you fight this guy 3 times, and the first 2 times he's not too ridiculous, but the 3rd time he's insanely hard. He's harder than the final boss by a huge margin. But
Final Fantasy likes to do that.
Yeah, they really do.
Sephiroth in one of the games where he's not the main boss, which is ridiculous.
No, Sephiroth's only in 7, besides spin-offs.
I said in one of the games. I don't
No,
know.
in
Isaac told me about. Maybe that's Kingdom Hearts even.
Yeah.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts, he's a secret boss. Yeah, he's not considered the hardest boss of each game, but he's the hardest. He's the 2nd hardest because he's the secret boss that you fight after the game.
Being very hard, but not even mandatory for anything.
No, because he's just an extra boss. You get a cool weapon when you beat him in 1 and 2. That's pretty much it. You get a really strong Keyblade. Honestly, the strong Keyblade you get is also not even very good. Because it's, I mean, it's good if you're going for a pure attack build, I guess. because its downside is it has like no magic, but it has the highest attack stat of any Keyblade you can get.
I guess that's probably suits some people's playstyle, I guess.
Yeah.
I never played Kingdom Hearts either, so.
Yeah. It worked.
That one I have no excuse. I literally have all of them. I did let me borrow one. One fucking copy 2 years ago.
It's a solid game series. The gameplay is good. The problem is the story is awful.
It's too much time. It seems like it's really long.
I will say Kingdom. Well, if you're playing all of them, absolutely. But like, honestly, each game is not a huge time commitment. Honestly,
Alright, so I set the time down, so whenever you're ready.
Okay.
yeah, they're not aggressively long RPGs. Like comparative, like if you compare them to any Final Fantasy game, it's probably true. Honestly, the nice thing about Kingdom Hearts, unless you're playing on the hard mode, you can pretty much just go through the whole game. Like you might get stuck on a boss or two, but as long as you like kind of know, like basically have an idea of what you're trying to do with your characters, you'll probably be all right. Like the only thing I would say don't do is don't just equip whatever new weapon or item you get, because they all do different things. Because it's an RPG, because they change your stats.
I'm done with that.
Yeah, I used to do that a lot back in the day, and honestly, I still beat all the Kingdom Hearts games I played, but that did hurt me in a lot of times where it really didn't need to.
I see that not going well.
No, but they're not especially hard games. There's occasions where we run into a boss who's hard, but they're never like impossible games. Honestly, doing everything in them is very hard. Like KH2, there's a Coliseum. There's a Coliseum in both games, and completing the final mission of the Coliseum is like the hardest thing to do in both games, and they are insanely difficult.
Well, Kingdom Hearts 2, I think they had with the Cave of Remembrance. That was like full of all those.
That was in Final Mix is its name. Yes, it is, and that's even harder. Because yeah, in Final Mix, which is like the special edition, they add what he just talked about, the whatever memories garbage. Enter stupid name here. The thing, Jesus Christ, I typed so fast. In that, it's essentially a boss rush where you fight all of the Organization 13 members, but at like essentially max level with the highest health and damage stats, and with new patterns and abilities than before. It's really stupid, and they brought it back in 3, and I hate it. But once again, not mandatory. So I mean, if you're just trying to beat the game, there's no point in doing it. I don't even know what it gets you when you complete it, and I don't think it's all that like necessary.
Check this out, dude. Like the water all over here is shallow. You can build on the water. So
Water creature in here, would it die?
what do you mean?
Saying would it not be able to breathe because the water's too shallow?
Well, yeah, I think it's too shallow for that. It might be like
You're too slow. It just dies.
yeah, no, it won't even deploy. It'll just say like no water, not enough water, or whatever.
It's just like, are you serious?
I know, right? It just gives you a global notification, bruh. There's something coming after you. I don't know what that is. Pego? Or it's Apache. It's lava source, whatever. Because of the water. But yeah, dude, I was like, I mean, I just threw this little box here just so that way it's in this place to spawn. But I was like, dude, this place is pretty cool. And then you got a little waterfall over here. This would be perfect for tropical wyverns because are you tracking the damn water?
Oh,
I was like, what the fuck?
but to answer you, Andy, I would say 7 Remake is a good place to try a Final Fantasy game.
It's a good price point.
Yeah, free. I will say, it will not prep you for any other Final Fantasy, because no other Final Fantasy plays like that one, but it's a nice way to get a good taste of the franchise. Because, like,
Oh yeah, I said I was
shit. Ooh. Yeah, I also got a new wrestling game you gotta try, Andy. Yeah, so there's a there's an indie wrestling game that was crowdfunded that I've been waiting for, and it just kind of dropped out of nowhere with no announcement. Like, I knew about it for a while, but like its release date was never talked about, and then it came out on Steam, and I got it immediately because I've been waiting for it. And it's called Retro Mania Wrestling. Yeah, made to play like traditional arcade style, like beat 'em up game, but as like a wrestling game.
Generic versions of characters that we all know and love, like.
No, it just that'd be great, but no, it just actually has famous wrestlers from that are not signed by the WWE in it.
Or everyone's favorite, Texas Jack.
That's a good one, because not a lot of people understand that one. That's a wrestling in joke right there. Even more so, call him Cactus Sack. He actually wrestled under that for a while. Yeah, back when he would occasionally wrestle for JCW, Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Yeah, so.
So does it have like its own original characters or?
No, they're all actual wrestlers, just like basically they're all people who were famous one way or another, and then are currently free agents for one reason or another.
I want DLC where it's player.
To my knowledge, the only DLC character so far they've announced is current Impact wrestler Chris Bay.
Actually, fusions. I want fusions in it too. Mick Flair.
That's funny because they actually hate each other.
I know. Well, I think they eventually don't totally hate each other.
Apparently they started to warm up to each other, but they had a falling out again at some point. They don't talk much.
I just realized that I've been Argentinavis saying warming here, and I think it's dead. I killed 2 Argentinavis already. Man, I'm turning into a straight up Sean.
Oh, I had triplets on the Megatherium, or what is it, the Madagarons. I just brought Madagarons over, so I bred them and got triplets, and they all hatched or came out at 169.
Oh, dude, I need to show you something else. I forgot about this. This is actually pretty cool. I gotta get it from the cryopod. I think it looks fun. If I can find it. Oh, there you are.
I'll move away from the doorway so you don't have to throw it right there.
I know the one thing is there's only 20 characters though. Not a whole lot of characters to play as. But you'll know a handful of them. I don't think you'll know Zack Sabre Jr. or Jeff Cobb, but
Zack Sabre Jr. sounds familiar. But...
He's a really amazing British wrestler who got really big when he started wrestling for New Japan. Really good. Known for being a spectacular technical style wrestler. What about Jeff Cobb?
No.
I think you'd like him. He's one of those dude who's kind of wider, he's chonkier, but he's not even super tall. I think he's 5'8", 5'10", maybe.
Wider, chalkier, or
yeah, wider. No, he's not fat. He's thick. He's because he's not toned.
I thought he was pale.
Oh, no, not chalkier, chonkier.
Yeah.
Chunky boy.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Sheamus.
You could smack him and dust will come off.
Yeah, like Sheamus.
He glows in the dark.
Yeah, he glows in the dark, absolutely. He really does. But no, Jeff Cobb could fucking probably lift the Big Show. That dude is like insane. He's also
going to AEW.
yeah, he just signed. It's weird.
It's
That's
not Big Show
stupid.
anymore. Can't
I
call
think
him
it's
that.
fine. It's a big sign, man. He's like Mr. WWE. I don't like honestly like I don't care, but
WWE has given a shit
I don't
about
blame him
Big Show
either.
Ever.
that's not true. I've given a shit about Big Show like 3 times.
Oh,
and
wow.
and I'm a fan of
Well,
AEW.
how long did those periods last? One match? What were those moments? Because I can't think.
Okay, I liked him during his first run in ECW when they did the WWE ECW thing. Even though he was way out of shape, I really dug his like anti-ECW gimmick and the fact that he just would come out during other people's matches and kill people. that was his gimmick. He just like the FBI would like have a match and then he would come out and just beat the shit out of all of them. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I want a big guy to do. I just want him to come out, beat the shit out of people, and leave. You don't need to do anything else.
Okay.
There's also his feud with Sheamus in like 2013 that I thought was going to be terrible, but like all the matches were really good. And it was really surprising. So they had a pretty good world title feud. So that time too. And I'm trying to think. I know I had
Did you
an...
have a good program with Mark Henry or something?
Yeah, that's probably the other time. During 2011 when the Hall of Pain storyline was pretty good. That was mostly Mark Henry doing stuff, but Big Show was like a big part of it. Like his longest feud as World's Strongest Man, World Champion Mark Henry. His longest feud was with the Big Show.
They never really gave him a push.
You know what? I'll say a 4th time. His feud with Brock Lesnar in 2004 when he was like the Paul Heyman guy, because he just came back from Ohio Valley Wrestling. He was really fit. He was WWE champion. That was pretty good. So that's about it. Not much more. So you're right. For someone with such longevity, that's not much. But obviously he was signed as more of a hey bitch, we got your boy.
And they're like, it's good, I guess.
Actually, apparently they weren't happy, like at all. Especially because apparently most people had no idea. Apparently, a lot of people said.
They probably offered him a bunch of money.
Apparently, they couldn't work out a thing for his current contract. Apparently, he wanted to do some stuff, but they just like wanted to keep him doing his Legend contract, not doing a whole lot. Take some pay, but he wasn't having it. His contract was coming up, and apparently he didn't say anything to anybody. Just waited till his contract went up and he left. Apparently, none of the boys in the back even knew he was leaving. But apparently they talked to him about re-signing. He didn't want to, and that was it. So, I mean, if that's what he wants, go for it, dude. Clearly having a shitty Netflix show was not in his ballpark. A lot of people are saying it as a thing where he's kind of going through a lot right now of him, like he lost tons of weight, his contract came up, he's dealing with some stuff. His show just got canceled due to COVID. Like, they couldn't tape anymore, so they just pulled the plug on the show. So it was a whole thing that he's been doing. So maybe he needed a change in like every way. But yeah, Rich Army.
That's cool. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not like I've heard. I mean, hey, dude, I'm not even an Undertaker fan, and so many people are a fan of The Undertaker because he's great. So, like, me not being a fan... No, absolutely not. He's well and truly retired, and, dude, he would never leave WWE.
That'd be the biggest news in wrestling.
That would be pretty wild. To be fair, signing Big Show is a pretty big.
John Cena's original,
Honestly, that would be Dr. Thugonomics. Actually, the biggest signing would probably be John Cena. In terms of people who would still work and could still go, yeah, no, if they signed John Cena, that would be insane. Like, that is Mr. WWE for the past several years. Like, the fact that he's kind of on a part-time contract. Yeah, Rock would never do that, though. He's way too happy being an actor.
I mean, they're both probably loaded to the point where they never do that.
Yeah, well, Rock's the highest paid actor in Hollywood for the past 3 years. Officially labeled.
If you exclude that, he was probably already massively loaded.
Oh, probably. Honestly, wrestling probably didn't make him massively loaded. Probably made him wealthy, for sure.
Yeah, but he's been doing movies that are very successful for a while now.
Yeah. Ever since Scorpion King in, like, 01, he's been doing good for himself.
I loved him in that Disney movie, the Moana.
Yeah, I loved him in Moana as well.
That was hilarious, the You're Welcome song. I'm like, damn, The Rock could just sing that on TV.
Dude, people said he was tone deaf. I'm like, y'all are crazy. I thought he was fantastic. Yeah, I thought that shit was perfect. And he still has that shit memorized. He's been interviewed and talked to a lot by people, and just asked him to sing it, and he'll do it sometimes. He tries not to, because you're welcome. Yeah. But yeah, Retromania Wrestling. It's cool. There's some guys in it. Matt Cardona and Brian Myers are in it.
Goes to AEW.
To be fair, there was a short period of time where there was talks he was going to, but that was all instilled by him himself to try and get more pay in his next signed contract.
I'd rather see Bray Wyatt go there.
That'd be wild. I mean, Bray's doing the best stuff of his career right now, so I mean, what do you want?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Another match with him and John Cena in the Funhouse.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That was awesome.
That was fantastic.
And to have a Funhouse match with Vince McMahon.
And what was your favorite match from the last few years?
Wrestling?
Yeah.
I haven't watched wrestling in years.
I figured.
You should send him the Hangman Adam Page opening from All In.
The Hangman one? Oh, when he came in on a horse?
With the Undertaker style.
Oh, that was Joey Ryan. That was Joey Ryan.
Wasn't it versus Hangman?
Yes, it was. It was against Hangman. It was. That's right, it was.
Who was scared of the boot?
Yeah, because there was a storyline that Hangman Page murdered Joey Ryan with a phone by.
We can recommend it.
But we can't talk about Joey Ryan anymore. Because, you know.
I mean, I didn't actually like him that much anyway, but.
I've never really liked him that much either, but I met him once. He was nice to me.
I thought that was hilarious.
That was very funny. I was cracking up laughing. However, being a sex offender isn't cool, man. So don't.
And then suing people over it is also not cool.
Also suing people over it is also agreed not cool.
The whole big thing. He sued for a couple people for like $15 million.
Oh, Jesus.
Who don't have that much money, and he's like, I heard about this on the Cornette podcast.
Yeah. I knew about the lawsuit thing. Did you know Cornette was also called out during that, during the big amount of people getting called out online?
Was he?
Yeah. Granted, what he was called out for did not sound true at all. So I don't think.
Oh, wait a minute. I heard that actually. It sounded like some BS.
So apparently, one wrestler had stated that Jim Cornette and his wife had forced trainees in Ohio Valley Wrestling to have sexual intercourse with her, and for him and his wife to watch, and I think that was it. Yeah.
That doesn't sound.
That it just sounded really unbelievable, and no one corroborated the story at all. Like, it just. I'll admit, Jim Cornette is not the best person. He's a huge asshole and kind of a dick and probably racist. But the thing about him is he's not. He's very honest about being these horrible things. That's kind of the difference. Is I believe that he's those things because he'll admit that he's done all these horrible things that he has done, and
Like, yeah, I've broken people's cars up with bad.
now granted, he doesn't see these things he's done as bad, which they are, but however, he will never deny them. He was like, no, they insulted my wrestling. They liked Wendy's. They wanted all their shitty comedy wrestling. So, I mean, he never lied about it. He did state that he was really upset with Santino Marella not selling Boogeyman being creepy, so he punched him in the face. Yeah, he smacked the shit out of him in front of everybody and got fired for it because he smacked the shit out of a guy.
I don't think he got fired for it. I think he fired fired the other guy or tried to fire him.
He probably tried, but I know he didn't. He wasn't around much longer, and Santino got signed to a full-time deal for the next
Somehow.
8 years. Yeah, I was never a fan of Santino either. Surprisingly, he's had a good match. A good match.
Was it against Beth Phoenix? When he became the women's champion?
He did not become the women's champion, though he did team up with Beth Phoenix, and they called themselves the.
No, he was the first Divas champion.
No, he was only no. Okay, so here's the thing: Santino Marella was Intercontinental Champion when paired up with Beth Phoenix, and she was the women's champion. He won the Santina Marella won the Miss WrestleMania contest at WrestleMania 25. He didn't win a title, but he did win the celebration of women's wrestling at WrestleMania, despite being like a man dressed in drag. So, didn't win a title, but it was still pretty fucked up. But one person found it very funny, and his name was Vince McMahon.
Yeah. I think that was the time period where I really stopped watching wrestling.
Yeah, that's fair. 2009 was apparently considered one of the worst years of WWE. Which, yeah, not a lot of great talent at the time. That was during a mass exodus of people. The Hardys left around that time. Edge was still around. Christian hadn't come back yet.
It's cool that Edge is back now.
Yeah, it's cool seeing him back. I think it's cool he won the Rumble.
Didn't he win the Rumble or something?
Yeah, he won the Rumble. I thought that was cool. Apparently, from reports say that that wasn't the plan. I don't know what the initial plan was of who to win, but that was actually the second plan that came about when Edge came up with the idea of, I should win the Rumble, and they were like, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Anything else, Edge? So he won the Rumble.
It's like, I also want a beer truck like Stone Cold had. Like, you're gonna bring it out at WrestleMania? No, I'm just gonna drive it around.
No, I just want to have one. Yes, sir.
Alright, cool.
I knew he liked Hulk Hogan for a reason. But anyway, no, I don't think Edge is taking people's spots or anything like that. He just doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
What else do they have going on? I mean,
Yeah, no, they have no stars at all. Unfortunately, because they have so much talent, and they don't push any of them, and none of them feel like important.
and hopefully AEW will get out of his contract. Or AJ Styles can AEW eventually.
Yeah, I don't think he ever will, though. He's really happy at WWE, even though they're not doing anything with him right now. He says he has no intentions of leaving. He really likes it there. They pay him a lot, and he gets to do his thing. I don't know. So, I mean, if
Wears more hats in peace.
he can wear his... he can talk about Flat Earth and wear his Make America Great Again shirts. Yes, he is a flat... No, sorry. He says he's not a flat earther, but he's read some articles that make you think.
God.
Apparently he gets really upset when you bring up flat earth stuff, too. Because he's not a flat earther, but I've read some articles.
They talked about on internet where they got him in an interview. They're like, "Well, what do you think about your gay following?" The gays.
Oh man, that was old. That was on a TNA like call the wrestler phone line thing from like way back when. And he said, "Well, I was just wondering, AJ, Mr. Styles, if you what your thoughts on how popular are amongst the gay community?" And he's like, "The gay community?" It's like, is it because when we figure it's because you're one of the more attractive wrestlers on the roster? He's like, I don't. He like does not know what to say about it. He's like flustered and confused.
He's just getting more and more southern as the interview goes.
So I love AJ, but I don't know if if I believe with his ideals. Though I think we could get along pretty well because he's a big he's read some articles because he's a big video game nerd. So after all, he's the reason I found out about.
But it's more like a cube.
He's actually the reason I found out about virtual pro wrestling, which is the best wrestling game ever made.
VR?
No. It's like the best wrestling games for the N64, WCW vs. NWO Revenge, and of course WWF No Mercy. There was actually 2 other games the same company made for the N64 that were wrestling games called Virtual Wrestling 1 and 2 in Japan only, based on All Japan and New Japan Pro Wrestling. And they are very good. And I have a copy of both of them. Because I looked online everywhere and I was like, man, I can't find a copy for anything less than $40. And one dude was selling both the first and second game for like $20. And I was like, well, I guess if I can't buy them separately for anything less than $40, I guess I'll buy them together for $20. Woe is me.
Settled for this.
Yep. So I bought them both. One is okay, I'll say. 2 is very good though. Ooh, ow. Ooh. Actually made it. But of course, as you know, Kazu, I told you I found a strong liking for Axel.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I did play a couple Axels, and yeah, I was just like, God, it's just so hard to get in on it.
Yes.
Especially if they know how to like use normals properly. Then
His full screen reaching normals, yeah.
yeah. Like, let me punch you. That's what I do. Punch you. You know what was really upsetting to my friend? Because like I pre-ordered Strive, right? So I get the beta.
Yep.
Even though I found out I don't think you needed pre-order.
No, you didn't. You did not.
Like, yeah, but I was like, well, we're gonna get the game anyway, so we might as well.
Yeah.
He was a little upset to find out that what was it? Anji was not playable in the beta.
Nope.
So he like, and every time he got on was when the beta went down.
How?
I'm like, what are you doing, man? I'm telling you, it goes live at this time. Why aren't you here? He's like, oh, it's because I had to take care of some of this stuff and some of that, yada yada yada. So, sure enough.
No,
like,
he was just bitter that there was no Anji, so he was just like, no.
I'll be back in a couple minutes, guys.
All right. So, what do you think about the final character, Eno?
Oh, dude, I was happy because that was my main in Exart.
Yeah, that was my cousin's main as Vel. He really enjoyed playing Eno, and I love her redesign. Like, honestly, I don't think anybody has a bad redesign. I think everybody's redesign is perfect. It's so good. Like, honestly, I think the one I like the least is probably Kai's, just because I like the Regal Knight look, and he has, like, less of that in this design. Because he just looks like an edgy anime boy in this design. Which he is, of course, but but now he just looks like it, and that bugs me. Like, Axel's never looked this good.
Oh, I know, dude. I was like, he actually looks good. Like,
lost the jorts. That's all he needed. Just lose the jorts and put on some fucking pants. Ramelthal got a hat, but it's a really cool hat.
Yeah, no, she looks great, dude.
Yeah, I love her change in her gameplay too.
I didn't really spend too much time with Exart. I got the game. I played it for like a good amount of time, and then after that, like I just kind of fell off with it.
I was really into Exart's Sign when that came out, and then I kind of fell off until Rev 2, but I was all over Rev 2.
I don't know. The other one I need to pre-order soon too is KOF 15.
Oh man,
Shatter all expectations.
yeah, dude. Well, what'd you think after seeing Kia's trailer?
I guess I need to see like what the full like supers look like, because I just feel like they look cool, but there's like something missing about them.
Think so?
And I'm assuming there's like, a little bit more to the end of it, like say with Yori's for instance. Yori just has like the just slams you down on the ground and then does the flames coming out, and then it's just like the trailer ends. I'm thinking that there's something else after it. So but yeah, no, it looks great, dude. I just can't wait to do like I wonder if he still has I forget what the actual name of it's called. I don't even remember the CBS name of his super, which is the Serpent Wave.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they have that one, if you can still do that one in the air, because that was one of the things I love doing in KOF 13.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a friend of mine that was also really big into KOF, and yeah, no, like he hated my kill so much.
What do you think about us getting Team Sacred Treasures?
I was like, dude, I always love throwbacks, dude. And
Like,
I was like, that was so sick to see. Like, I mean, I didn't really play Shizuru very much, but like, I just think like she looks cool, and the fact that they're like their own team, I'm like, yes, now I can play Kyo and Yori in the same team. It's like, you know, like a lot of these KOF games where you have teams.
yeah.
Like, if you want to have like that, like a story that's not just like something generic, like you have to have like a team, you have to play with the whole team. I'm like, all right, I guess I can learn how to play with Shizuru, but like, you know, like at least I have Kyo and Yori. So those are two characters I do know how to play. So gotta learn another one.
Yeah. I just think it's cool they're changing up the teams, because like Team Japan has been the team for like the main team for like a long time. But now having them as Team Sacred Treasures, so that means no Team Iori this time, or Team Villain, or whatever he's going to be a part of.
Dude, I want Vanessa in the game, dude. Like that was my main in 2001. I loved Vanessa so much. Like, I think her I forgot what her little dash, command dash was. But man, I would like really mess with my friends whenever I would play with her. Like, it's like, come over here, no, I'm over there, no, I'm over there, no, I'm over here, no, I'm over there. Just like watching them like try and punish me while dashing. And I think it's like there's one of them, like if you counter hit with it, it has like a wall bounce, which was like, they hated me, and I loved every minute of it.
As long as I get Team Fatal Fury, man. We've only gotten Joe.
I know, right? I mean, I think that's like a for sure thing, though, man. Like just how iconic, like Harry. You know, like I mean, I don't know about Andy. Like I mean, I never really cared for Andy.
No one likes Andy. But he's there. He's part of Team Fatal Fury.
I'm just like, dude, where are the Ikari Warriors, man? We need to. Dude, I just like, oh my god, man. Like I remember playing KOF 13 and just seeing Ralph's, what's it called, like his Neomax or whatever, with all the like basically Gum Gatling. Like,
Oh, yeah. That's, yeah.
I was just like, that is so freaking hype, man. And then he
Yeah.
does like the where he stops punching and then you see the steam and the oh god, dude. I was like,
Yeah, he just gets Gum Gatling. It was pretty cool. Absolutely.
I'm just like, dude, come on, man. How are you not gonna like? I just love 13 because I love sprites, dude. I love sprite art, and I'm just like, dude, that game just looks so pretty, man. I'm surprised they only used it for like one game and then that was it.
Yeah. But yeah, I would be heartbroken if no Terry. I see it as a super unlikely, but like, just because he's so integral to KOF and SNK as a whole.
Like, yeah, no, he's a shoo-in for damn sure. Like he,
Yeah.
like I would be like, I'll eat my words and then some if he's not in the game because there's just no way.
Yeah, they don't put in without Terry. Yeah, he's been in since him, Kyo, and Iori are the only characters who've been in every single one without fail.
Well, Yori wasn't part of 94. I think Yori made his debut in 95.
Oh, there you go. So even he wasn't. No, I think it's him. It's pretty much most of Team Japan, not the whole of Team Japan, because Team Japan often changes.
Oh, dude, they need to give us Shingo. I want Shingo. That was another character I loved.
Joke Kyo. I loved Shingo too, though.
But he was actually good. That's the thing. Is like it wasn't like a Dan. Like yeah.
I mean, that's what he is. He's a joke character.
Like I'm hoping that they don't make him like just a like. I think it was funny because what was it? KOF. I forgot which one it was. Was it 2000? Which one was 2003?
Which one was 2003?
I'm trying to think which one was 2003. Okay, because I know that there was one of them where like Kyo does like like the command like the basically like Kyo's combo, but like if you look closely, there's a time where like you'll see like a little spark of flame show up. It's so silly. And I was like, he's not part of the Kusanagi clan, so he can't throw flames. How's he throwing flames here? And it turns out in the story, in the lore, what he's doing is he actually has a little lighter in his hand.
Oh.
He strikes the lighter.
Oh, of course.
The little flame to come out. Yeah, I was like, of course, Shingo. Of course you would. You freaking dork.
But honestly, now I'm also curious though, because obviously we have to get Team Fatal Fury. We already have Joe. The only other team I think is a given is Team K Dash. Has to be here. We already know K is in the game. He was in the first trailer. So
I want Kula, dude.
I would say they'll probably do Kula and what's his name?
K49?
K49. Is that his name? No, the
Kira clone?
no, the big blue metal guy.
Oh, Maxima.
Maxima, because it's always K Maxima, and then it was Whip for a while, and then it was Kula later. Then like Kula never left the team because she was too popular.
Dude, Kula, that's another. Like I was so mad because I was actually playing KOF All Stars on the phone for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and they had done the Halloween event, and there was a Halloween Kula, which looked so sick, dude.
Yeah.
And they gave me all the other Halloween characters: Halloween Shermie, Halloween Angel, Halloween I think Mature, or no Vice.
Mm.
And yeah, I was like, oh dude, I'm missing just one, and it was the one I wanted the most, and of course the game didn't fucking give it to me because that's not how gachas work.
Nope.
You know, they want you to spend all that money. And I was like, no, I am not spending any money on this because, like, I know how gachas work. I'm gonna end up spending money, and I'm gonna get like a broke. No.
Yeah, I only played it for like a minute, but I got like I played during the Gintama event, so I got my Kagura, which I wanted. I didn't get the Kentucky I wanted though. But I had like my best character was my Terry because I had like classic Terry from 90. I think it's from 97. I think is the one he used. I did also have best Terry, you know, White Wolf Terry, but he wasn't as strong, so I couldn't use him as much.
Oh yeah, dude. No, like I'm
Oh, and I had a rock.
I had a couple.
So I was set.
I think I stopped playing before they added him.
Yeah, I had the KOF 14 rock. And of course, I don't expect rock at all in this next game, but that'd be sick.
That would be sick, dude.
Same with like Geese. I don't expect him at all because this is a story game and he's dead, long since dead. But that'd be cool.
Think about, like I'm really hoping that if they add Rock though, that they actually add his proper Neo Deadly Rave and not the one that they added in 14.
Sure.
It's just like it's just cinematic, you know. You just
Yeah, it's his ultra, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's. I mean, it's cool.
needs to be like Garo, where it's easy to do, but it's in the game.
Yeah. Now I had a friend of mine that like he would never let me land that on him, and I'm like, it's not like when I say that I mean like like he just like turn up that defense or something, and he would just like block everything or whatever. No. But I mean it's like if I started doing it, like he would like unplug my controller. Like he was that kind of an asshole.
Damn. Yeah, it's rough. I've only done it once, and I was done. I was like, yep, did it. It's over.
Just unplug the controller. We're done.
But big things coming.
No, like, I mean, for me, like, I always end up practicing combos and just, like, because I'm like, I mean, I have fun with fighting games. I love fighting games, but, like,
Yeah.
as far as, like, how I play them competitively, I'm like, I'm not that good at these. Like, I really am not, you know, but I like playing them. I like having fun, and that's why, like, a lot of the times I just do, like, I like coming up with combos that are really all flash and no substance. Like, does it look cool? Fuck yeah, it looks cool. Does it do a lot of damage? And does it use, like, does it do a lot of damage? Not really. And it uses all your meter. You know, like, that's not what I'm here for, okay? Like, I'm like I want to be like a desk, you know, like, I don't know if you've seen the YouTuber Desk, but, like, every time a fighting game comes out, and mostly Street Fighters, though, he always ends up, like, just making, like, these crazy, like, I think he did, like, a 116-hit combo with Dan, and, like, what's crazy about it is none of it's tool-assisted, like, he does it all by hand.
Yeah.
So, his execution is, like, next level, but, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe he does play competitive. I've never heard of him playing competitive or going to any tournaments. But, yeah, no, and I think there's a new kid on the block when it comes to, like, combo smithing, and that's, another YouTuber named High Fight. So, it's funny because, like, people mention them interchangeably in their, comment section. So, if you're watching a High Fight video, people start mentioning Desk. If you watch a Desk video, people talk about High Fight, so... And I'm like, I'm cool with it because, I mean, what does the saying go? Like, competition breeds growth, something like that. So, hopefully we'll see these two create even more crazy shit.
Agreed. I mean, your boy just came to SF5, so...
Which one?
Dan.
Oh, I know. Like, as soon as, like, I actually had enough fight money to buy him. I was like, I'm not spending any money on this. So I bought him. I did all his trials, which are, like, really fun. His trials, like that. That's another thing, too. Like one of the first things I do whenever I get a game is I go straight to the trial mode. Because I'm like, I want to practice these combos, like, learn mechanics. But I was really upset to find out that, like, in the beta, obviously, they weren't, like, available for Strive.
Yeah, no.
back.
Yo.
I've been doing this pulled pork all day.
Oh, you actually you're making it right now?
I just got done with it. I've been cooking it, smoking it for fucking hours.
Well, that's what you do, dude.
So it was like my timer went off. I'm like, oh, I gotta try this because I'd finally rested enough time for me to pull it. I'm like, okay. And I was worried because I was like, I hope it's tender enough, and the bones came right out, just barely to pull it.
Nice. I've had some ribs like that. That's how you know you got good ribs.
I've only made good ribs once, and it was since I bought my smoker.
There you go.
My ribs, you were always fucked.
Hey man, good ribs are like some of the best barbecue you can get, man.
Now I realize it's not hard, it just takes a lot of time. Mine, I think I did for like 6 hours when I did them, which is kind of short on the scale of a lot of people's.
Well, I just found me a level 145 snow owl.
Oh.
Of course. I just killed a manic armor because I want some meat.
Ow.
And there's a pack a day down there. Cause yeah, that's always fucking fun to deal with.
Alright.
To be fair, you're in Arctic Zone of Extinction. You knew it was gonna fucking suck there. That's one of the worst Arctic zones in the game.
Well, boys.
Well, I found a level 5 Rex, so give me that meat. Chainsaw.
Itchy. With that, boys, I think I gotta call it. So,
What a buddy.
as always, don't forget to stay lucky, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye, guys. Oh yeah. Got all these stream things. I should probably use them.